Alright guys, and we are back for another Dokkan Battle video. Today we're going to be discussing kind of the potential characters since Dokkan has released a tag mechanic. It's kind of the new way they've been putting out characters like this Goku Black and Zamasu and this Goku and Vegeta that we see right here, and this Trunks and Goten. That's kind of the new mechanic that they brought out so they can kind of release the same characters that they had, but with different animations, of course, newer, and give them a lot more mechanics that we didn't normally see. With one character having it be kind of like an exchange in a way, but this time it highlights some of our more favorite duos. We're gonna go through that today, and if I'm gonna be honest, the Android slash Cell Saga can have so many tag characters, and we're gonna go down the list of each other category, like the Boo Saga, Saiyan Saga, if you guys want me to, and the Namek Saga, of course. But when I was just going over just like all just the pure tag characters or characters that are partnered up in an arc, the Android arc presents itself as one of the more fascinating ones because a lot of it is pairings. A lot of the enemies and the superheroes or the superclass characters do tag or go in pairs or groups with each other, which the tag mechanic is highlights a lot of those characters. And we got a Goku Black and a Vegeta, Goku Black and a Zamasu, and then a Vegeta and a Goku, and those animations are fire. And of course, those are from the limited time that those characters were around each other. Now, the Android Cell Saga has a lot of those same characters in that same idea. First, we got Dr. Gero in 19. That immediately, this to me can be a Dokkan Fest LR, honestly, because when you look at it, what they can do, they can just reuse the absorb animation with either one of these. You can give them both that mechanic, but there are so many attacks that isn't represented by these characters that when you go over the list of characters that I'm about to go through, Dokkan can definitely do some retouch ups. Like, if nobody didn't realize, Dr. Gero in 19, their attack or super attack animation is a duo attack, but parts of it is from like early or like one moment in the fight. Like, people don't realize 19 Android 19 has like a whole little scuffle with Goku before Vegeta steps in and absolutely obliterates him. And Dr. Gero, yes, while he does run away during that like scuffle with Vegeta, he was like destroying the city in I think it's Southwest or West South Key City or whatever not, and he was using the eye beams that isn't even like shown in game yet. There's not even an animation of him doing that iconic scene of blowing up the town or not, or him doing the iconic Yamcha attack, sticking his hand through him. And that's like one of the things that is like from the Cell Saga that we haven't yet seen animated yet. And for a tag unit, think about how good this can be. They can lead the Android slash Cell Saga or just Android category. Honestly, and I would go with kind of just the simple basic mechanics like this unit. Both of them should have absorption. Dr. Gero, or you can have Android 19, either one of them sees a super attack. Swap, one of them is stacking, swap, one of them is stacking attack, one of them is stacking defense. Or you make one of them the defensive juggernaut, and maybe you make this Android 19 the one that is absorbing attacks and has say a lot of like stacking defense, and then you make this guy like and Dr. Gero like a dodger because he was running away from Piccolo, running away from Trunks and that thing. So they have that. We're gonna go on to Android 17 and 18 now. This is an exchange unit, and we're gonna minus the 16 part because that can literally be they can literally have another card. This can be a Dokkan Fest. I wouldn't mind this being a Dokkan Fest since they kind of have an LR, a couple, LRs, which they can get. They can get another LR, but there's another character that from these same iconic units that I feel like deserves it. From the regular Cell Saga, you can get a tag 17. The fight with him and Piccolo is some of the best animated stuff coming from not one of our main heroes or main like antagonists at the time. And those are some of the cleanest choreography fight scenes that we've seen. And then we have like 18. You can tag into her. You should just be able to tag switch into her dominant attack unit. Remember when she's fighting like Vegeta? None of those animations, by the way, are in are crisp at all. They are all old. They are all Dokkan 2016 attack style. This like it's not good at all. And if they wanted to know where they could get her animations from, this people don't realize this hasn't yet got good animations. This is probably one of my favorite scenes, and even me being a Vegeta fan, Android 19 breaks his arm off of just a kick, breaks Vegeta's arm. That has not yet been animated with the good animations that the Dokkan team has. I feel like you have 17, you have the barriers, all that good stuff. Maybe you can give him a bunch of like he could be an orb, somebody that's like a nuker, get a lot of orbs, and he's very good. He has maybe one of those nullifications, so because he's a barrier character, he uses barriers to fight. And then Android 18 stacker with an active skill, that active skill boot to the leg, boot to the arm, and that's come on. That could work as a dual Dokkan Fest. That also to pair with the last couple of people that I'm going to mention, because of course these people do fight some of our main hero characters. So we got these two. Future 17 and 18, while we do have the Tech Dokkan Fest that is can be easy during a celebration like this, their animations are good, but listen, we just got Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and the physical Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta's animations are amazing. The AGL Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta's animations are on a different level, and they're almost... Gogeta does a lot of attacks, but they use, they are referencing some of those same attacks that he does just a little bit, and it's even crispier. They need to do the dead end rain that they hit Future Gohan with in an active skill. We don't have them with like the fighter's animation where they're overpowering his Kamehameha with just the raw energy that they have. And plus, people don't realize this is another portion of Dragon Ball that has great choreography where Goku or one of the actual main protagonists aren't in it. It's the Future Saga with them and Trunks, when Trunks is a Super Saiyan, when he's like a Super Saiyan and he's after Gohan's death, they have great animations that is not touched at all. All of their animations that they did do was from the death portion of the original original story of Trunks. That whole art like that, those are where the animations come from. They haven't taken anything from Kakarot yet, which when Dokkan has taken stuff from other games, it's absolutely chef's kiss. So it's kind of, we're waiting on them to kind of do that for this Future Saga Android. I know people are like, oh, androids, why, what androids? But we do need a lot more villain representation. Look at the teams that they are on. Come on. Androids that Cell Saga, Future Androids, Uncontrollable Power, Siblings Bond, Worldwide Chaos. We could use a leader. We could use almost anything right now for those teams, because right now it's just Super Bosses, GT Heroes, GT Bosses, Pure Saiyans, Hybrid Saiyan. Well, not really, but kind of a mix of the Hybrid Saiyan team with the new Trunks and Goten. And then you have your few scattered teams like the Buu team, maybe, but that's really just under Omega's leader skill. So we can get a new leader for Future, which we haven't had in a while, that can lead a villain category like this. Which leads me to my next one. We got the Gohan and Trunks, the exchange unit. This unit itself was more polarizing because on release they could have been made better, and in actuality, this whole unit, like the Trunks portion, yes, now I know they do have some of the attacks, but from the original Trunks special, they are going, like, Gohan, when he has his other arm, is going at it with the androids, and he's like doing his best to kind of mitigate the fight between him and Trunks, because Trunks is not a Super Saiyan at this point. And then they can do the tag where it's just Trunks, because he's still trying to scrap with one of the androids, and he's not really able to do much, and they're toying with him. But Gohan is kind of like, when it's one-on-one with one of the androids, he fares a lot better early on in that special, and none of those animations are really highlighted because this is armless Gohan, and the ones the Gohans we do have from the future, okay, that's just him by himself. We don't have a tag unit with those, and those animations, they did carry like a little um their own special like Dokkan first animation with the Gohan Piccolo and Goku active skill. But that's just one active skill. I mean, they could actually go crazy with that if they really wanted to. And again, the teams that he would be helping, he'd be a buff for Hybrid Saiyans, he'd be a buff for Mahana Master and Disciples, Earthbred Fighters, Connected Hope, All Out Struggle. Like these teams need an actual leader for the category, and this unit, if they were a tag, because we know how Dokkan likes to do tags, they can fit effectively on all of those. They would take all of these characters tags, and they can be under that, and they can be run under those teams, which would boost the level of your actual team and your actual box space when you have these. Like it's just something that Dokkan is definitely, trending in the right path with adding the tag mechanic, because it leads them to be able to do things like this. Next up, we got the Vegeta and Trunks. Now, unfortunately, this unit to me was like, I thought they would go back to the well to this idea, the exchange of Vegeta and Super Trunks, or Super Vegeta and Super Trunks. I feel like we should have gotten a LR Final Flash Vegeta. And I feel like since they don't want to give us that standalone right now, I think the best option that we can get with a LR Final Flash Vegeta, because I know the Dokkan Fest people loves the SCR Dokkan Fest, but again, we can get better animations from the actual series, like when he does the whole big wind up with the Final Flash, and then we can actually do the tag into Trunks. That whole episode, yeah, the fight the Tech Trunks that go Super Trunks. Something about Dokkan, they are still saving so much of the peak fight choreography scenes, because Trunks does a lot more in his fight with Cell before Cell tells him like, bro, you can't really mess with me, you're too slow in that form. But he's still launching attacks, he's still doing a lot of things, and it's like, this is what we like. He's on these amount of categories, he does have all these like cool attacks that aren't truly represented yet. Yeah, the final Buster is, but he's a Saiyan, he throws hands. Vegeta's a Saiyan, they throw hands. A lot of what we like from Dragon Ball is the choreography of their fights, and when they do it in the animation, it's just, again, chef kiss. So I'm not opposed to this. This is a traditional strong Saiyan character. Like look at the categories they're on. Like come on, they're buffing the best categories in the game, but now you get a gifted war. You can maybe either get, I'd see them being heavily advanced, either Gifted Warriors, which helps the Gohan and Trunks, Mastered Evolutions, Rapid Growth, Worthy Rivals. You see, like all these categories, full power, since these are both units that are on that category, it might help buff units like Broly, because, I mean, having better full power Saiyans would help him, because he desperately needs that to, stay alive in this meta. And the last one, probably the one that, we've been kind of waiting for. We got an instant transmission Goku. But the Goku that fights Cell in the tournament, now chat, when we talk about choreography, it's going to be Goku's show for a reason. He gets some of the most cleanest cuts for his choreography against Cell. I'm talking about, they are everything. They're throwing blows for about 20 minutes straight, new animations. The ring out scene hasn't been done yet. Goku on the back foot of the ring, dodging all the attacks. That could be a counter animation. Goku fighting Cell, dodging all his attacks and landing a couple of powerful blows using his own techniques. None of that is animated in this character. And we don't have another Goku from this saga that has any of that representation. And we're gonna do it one more time. The instant transmission Kamehameha is a super attack for him. We want that as an active skill, voiced. We want the voice active skill with him going up in the sky. Everybody like Krillin's telling him, don't do it. And then he, angry face, we need the yell, we need all of that. And of course, the second half of this unit, Super Saiyan Gohan. Now, I know a lot of people hate this unit now, but the idea for this unit switching to Gohan, come on, come on. Me personally, I would start him off as Super Saiyan 2, but I know there's still just so much because from the original fight with Cell, Gohan is just holding back. So he's not even really throwing that many punches against Cell. But in Super Saiyan 2, and they do have some of the attacks already animated with the physical Gohan. So I know people are gonna be like, wait, you're not gonna think they're gonna do a final what is it called? What is it, like a father son Kamehameha again? No. But do you know what they haven't animated yet? This Gohan can have the Bye Guys Goku animation where Goku teleports Cell away and he blows up, and that's the unit. That's like the active skill. Like that is one of the most like highly touted moments in Dragon Ball, just because that's one of our main characters actually sacrificing his life, whether he thought he had a better plan with Gohan doing it or not, and that is just not represented at all. And even some of the moments in Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, they kind of either speed up or spice some of the animations because he's overpowering Cell. He's doing a couple of attacks. He's doing two hit attack strings, 3-hit combos, and Cell is dropping like a fly. Like Cell can't really handle the matchup with Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, but they still don't have all of those animations, I'd say, down to a T. They still, like this Gohan right here. Will this open his link up? Okay. And let's see if we can get you up there too. Like, this guy, like we'll check out this animation real quick. Can be redone. All of these, when he's attacking the Cybermen, like all of these, honestly, like they could be done. Like I know they have them here, right? But not really in the same way that I'm thinking, because actually, yeah, this is just the I believe this is just some of the attacks against Cell. That's like one frame against Cell. Actually, they don't get the counter. Like I know that's in the STR unit, but they can get the counter Kamehameha in there where he's just talking quiet and doing it again. Like I know it's in this unit, but one more time, we do have an a better animation team with Dokkan, and they just, after seeing the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, there's always a level higher now that we know they can go to for these major anniversary units. And if they want to drop something for Tanabata, like this would be it. Gohan also does when he fights the Cybermen, like this is the attack that he uses, and all of them are like fading to dust after like one punch, and he's tracking them down. He's doing one attack again on them. It's like, that's with animations from 2019, bro. It's 2025. Y'all see this Gogeta active skill? Like, do y'all see the Gogeta active skill, bro? Like, I think people are missing what Dokkan can actually do. Like this is like something Dokkan still has in their back pocket. Like, look at this. A lot of this is not even from exactly the anime. A lot of this is taken from different sources of media, like either My Hero or either another another industry, like either another game too. So they could go crazy. And look at this animation. It's just, and that's just for the Global Dokkan campaign. We could definitely get another step up for one of Omatsu's favorite units. Gohan, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, either way. That would be all though for like what I believe is coming for future or what could come for tags, especially for the Android slash Cell saga. If you guys want, I could do a video based on like each other saga. I know the Saiyan saga has some. I know the Namek saga has some. ROF, Realm of Gods, maybe they. I mean, the tag mechanic just adds so much life to this. But if you don't think so, we might as well just start running it back with the exchange units that they haven't done in a while, and I don't think people like that. Well, if you do have a comment, leave it down below, leave that like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.
You are a fool to challenge a god. I'll call the anger of the gods into you.